I am so excited. We have an amazing group of panelists here to share with you on today, May 2nd, Success Masteries call. I am just really excited. I'm looking at all the chats just going nuts here. I'm excited. We had an amazing April. May is kicking off with a bang. I know we've got a lot of announcements that we're going to get to here shortly, but really we're just excited, making sure that you take the time. Anyone who's not on the call, make sure that you're getting your teams on. We want to make sure everybody is getting the information that we have in front of them today. So with that, we're going to jump right into May's call with a bang. We've got Dr. Melody Rodarte, who's going to kick things off for us. She received her doctorate in osteopathic medicine from Midwestern University in 2002. She also did her residency at Phoenix and stayed on for a year to be a chief medicine. I'm just kind of looking at her bio, and it's just like, oh my goodness, what all should I say here? One of my favorites is she's married to an amazing man. She's got 17-year-old twins. LifeVantage has really made this her life and family really just take off. She's chair on multiple boards. She's certified in hyperbaric medicine, wound care, medical aesthetics. It's like, oh my goodness, we are kicking off with a bang. So Dr. Melody is going to take some time and go over the true science with us. Melody, are you with us?
I am. Thank you so much, Steve. Super excited to be with you all. So thank you for the introduction, everyone. I'm excited to be with you this morning because LifeVantage has made a huge difference in our life. It is so important to us, not only the products, but the company itself. And if any of you know me, you know that I hate and I love to talk. So let's share my screen. Get started here. How incredible that I get to go first. Thank you, corporate. So we are going to talk about one of my favorites, the skin. The skin is incredible. And so we have to start with Skin Facts 101. So our skin is our largest organ in our body. It regulates our temperature. It is incredible to tell us where we are. We have these little proprioceptors on skin, we have nerves, and if we did not have our skin, we would be a blob of cells. So we definitely need the structure and the function of our skin to be intact. It is an integral part of our health. It is a protective barrier. So it's protecting us against organisms, radiation like the sunlight, and chemicals. Think about that as we go through this. What chemicals are getting inside of our body through our skin and what we can use as a protective barrier. We have a microbiome on our skin as well. It's not just the gut that we can think of, but our skin from head to toe has a microbiome, and it's incredibly important for like the synthesis of vitamin D. So our skin is also a sign of our inner health. How healthy we are from the inside out makes a difference. So as Steve had mentioned, I did wound care and hyperbaric medicine. And I could tell when someone walked in whether they might have hormonal, nutritional, or hydration issues. Our skin is a vital sign. It can tell us how we are looking, how we use insulin, how we are absorbing nutrients. So our skin is a sign of our inner health. And that's why we biohackers want to know how we can not only biohack what's happening on the inside, but on the outside. And so our true science truly is giving us a biohacker's guide to skin. And so it is powered by NRF2 ingredients. It is safe, effective, and it is powerful. And we want to provide a system that is allowing for younger and brilliant looking skin. So if you know me, I've got to go back to a little bit of the science, and who hasn't seen this slide with the apple, right? It's great. It gives us an incredible visual of what's happening when it is aging, when the free radicals are leading to increasing oxidative stress and it's not reversing. It looks like, you know, a horrible thing that you don't want to eat. Well, how do we apply this to the skin? Our skin has three major layers, the epidermis, the dermis, and the hypodermis, and those are even subsequently broken down into other sections. You don't have to learn it all, but what you need to know is we need NRF2 activation from the outside in, because there are so many free radicals that are happening and oxidative stress that's happening on the surface of our skin. And so we want NRF2 activation to help that cell reduce oxidative stress. So you can see that on the right-hand side there on the bottom, how we want NRF2 to go down deep into those cells, because in that basal layer, you've got cells that are then going to be telling the skin what to do, protect us. So we want NRF2 to be going down there and helping to reduce oxidative stress. So our system is 4 steps, 4 easy steps: a facial cleanser, a perfecting lotion, an eye serum, and an anti-aging cream. And this system is incredible. I don't know about you guys, but I like when something smells good. Our yuzu fragrance is so light and refreshing, and we don't have it in the eye serum. So that will be important later on when we talk about it. We are addressing, this is for a guy too, but it is for everyone, young to old. We want to have a clean, toxic-free skincare regimen that we can safely use day to day. And when we are using this entire system together, we are seeing cumulative benefits. So what are the NRF2 technologies that we have? You're going to look on this screen, you're going to say, wait, these are some of the NRF2 ingredients that are in my Protandem NRF2. Yes, so milk thistle, incredible, helping to that epidermis layer, fight oxidative stress. Green tea, not only is it soothing to our skin, but it is also an excellent antioxidant. Turmeric root is protecting against cellular stress. It's reducing the effects that lead to premature aging, and it's a super antioxidant as well. We want to reduce skin irritation. We want to protect the skin from environmental factors. Bacopa is helping enhance the skin's natural processes. And the Brassica family, you guys have heard of this. Eat your vegetables, especially your Brassica family, because they are natural NRF2 activators. And they have isothiocyanates. Can you say that again? Isothiocyanates. And that helps to protect cellular stress, against cellular stress caused by environmental aggravators. And then we have black pepper seed extract, which helps this reduce skin discoloration and evens the skin tone. So our cleanser is incredible because it's great even for sensitive skin, and it's not stripping away the oils and leaving you feeling dry. We actually have a study for using this instead of a shaving cream. So you could use the facial cleanser not only to get rid of the makeup, but use it at night to take away what the environment has left as a footprint on your face. So this is an incredible cleanser here. At the end, you're going to see the Think Dirty score of 2. Each of the slides that I have the product, you're going to notice a Think Dirty score. This app is free, it is not branded, and it is incredible because it helps you figure out things that are not toxic. And to have a score of 2 is incredible. 2 means use it. If you're seeing a score of 5, 6, 7 going up, it means get rid of it, get it out of your house. And so we have a Think Dirty score of 2. Our perfecting lotion, us women, we're used to kind of using a toner after we wash our face, but this is incredible. There's no alcohol in it, so there's no burning. It's so soothing. It has NRF2 capabilities as well, and it is helping to create smoother, radiant, brighter looking skin. It's reducing discoloration and uneven skin tone. I love to put this all over my body, not just my face and my décolleté. It's a fancy word for chest, but this can look like, we're aging too, so we want to definitely take care of our neck and our décolleté. The eye serum is incredible, especially for those of you who feel puffiness, or you're starting to see this crow's feet, or you have the eyelid that you want, to have some tightening. That's what this is doing. It is addressing the visible lack of firmness and elasticity and diminishing the appearance of puffiness around the eyes. It's so incredible, you guys. I love this eye serum. And then we have an anti-aging cream that is so luxurious. It is a great moisturizer. moisturizer, it is reducing the visible signs of aging, fine lines and wrinkles, helping reduce the blotchiness, and is giving a great glow. So those are the 4 main products, and this is what we can see when we use them. This is called a marionette line. I don't know if you can see my mouse there, but the lines right here, they start to make us look like we're angry. And who wants to get surgical procedures all the time? It'd be great if your skincare system can work there. Again, pores looking smaller, the brightness coming out of the skin. And look at the eyelid, the middle line there is disappearing. The crow's feet are disappearing. The brightness is there. And so our system has 2 exclusive patents. It is an NRF2 activating skincare system that is patented. And we have 2 incredible papers that you guys can look at. You can educate yourselves. And in the middle of this, I wanted to just show you my favorite part of it, which is the little cross sections there. And I don't think you're seeing my mouse because I'm noticing I'm not seeing it. But what you can see is retinol, which used to, it's till this day, most people want to use it. And who wants to do that? What you can see here is with our True Science cream, you can see organized cells. You can see the barrier intact. So look at these, you guys. It's incredible that we have these to look at and see what our products have done. And so in summary, our beauty system mitigates the visible effects of skin damage caused by oxidative stress. We are strengthening our skin's own protective barriers for a more youthful appearance, providing protection against environmental assaults on our skin, counterbalancing the visible negative effects of sun-related damage. So you don't have to be the expert to explain this to anybody. Use your incredible webpage, use the library, and use the company videos. I'm going to show how simple that is right now. If you go to your designated web page, you're going to notice that if you click on shop, it's going to bring you to, oh, of course, they're not in order now. It'll bring you to the products. And if you bring yourself to those products, you can then educate not only yourself, but your prospect right there. And you can click on each of the products to get more in depth on them. And you have simple downloads that you can text someone, you can email them, you can read them yourself. And I had that all up initially, so I apologize, but look at this. You can scroll through this and it's incredible. You have the ingredients when someone wants to know the ingredients, you have the directions. All of these are at your fingertips to use. And so you should use them, and they're in their back office. This is where I went. It's called your library, and you just click right on True Science and you've got everything there at your fingertips. So let's go back to just this slide. Again, you don't have to be the expert. You just need to know where to find the information. So I don't want to forget one of my favorite products, the hand cream, especially now when we are washing our hands numerous times and they're getting dry and cracked. Well, this can fight that process of the aging skin of the hands. And it has NRF2 activation in it too, and it smells delicious. So this is our hand cream that you can use. And last but not least, our company is incredible. We have these 3 Mother's Day special. Today is May 2nd. We're starting to think about how we want to celebrate mom next week. And those of you who might want to be celebrating your wife or your girlfriend, even your sister, who doesn't want to spoil their sister, right? There are these systems that you can get for them. What a great gift. I love the one in the middle because it's 2 sets. So, you know, you could use one yourself. You could give one away as your gift. Husbands, start using this on your face too. And your wife will be like, oh my gosh, I can see the changes, you know, that's happening inside of your face too. So great products. And I love these specials. Use them to your advantage right now. So I want to just say thank you so much for letting me share a little bit about one of my passions, the skin, and how we can help biohack not only from the outside in, but from the inside out. Nutrition does make a difference, you guys. So thank you so much. Back to you, Steve.
Thank you so much, Dr. Melody. And I forgot one piece of thing to be able to recognize you. She is one of our amazing scientific advisory board members. So we thank you for taking some time. And yeah, I've got my, I put my hand cream on this morning. I feel with all of us, with all this washing your hands stuff, that's been my go-to right now. So I appreciate you again, Melly, for taking some time and sharing what is an abundance of information, and which I know you can kind of really take some time and really dig in with more time as well. So with that, I know we're going to shift gears a little bit and talk a little bit success. This call is, you're getting a little bit of that product training on the first bit, and then we're going to just discuss some success stories. So I'm going to invite to join me some good friends, Sam and Ray Allen, Samantha and Ray Allen, and we're just going to talk a little bit about their success. I see them popped up there. You guys doing?
Doing great, Steven.
Doing great, Steven.
Thanks for having us.
Good. I'm so excited to be able to kick off just talking about you guys' success. I know a little birdie told us there's, I think, a Jeep or something on its way or something like that. So I wanted to kick off just really, we've got promotion after promotion. We have promotions in April. We launched an amazing promotion, which we're going to talk a little bit on the backside of this call. But really for you guys, you're military graduates from the United States Naval Academy. So we all make sure we salute our military there. Busy family of 4 kids. How LifeVantage and why LifeVantage? What attracted you to LifeVantage?
Yeah, thanks so much, Steven. And thanks to everybody for being here. Such an honor. You know, for us, again, being military officers and being having a very kind of secure path in life, we knew that we didn't have necessarily a money problem or a security problem, but what Ray and I craved so much was to have, and it really, the beginning of our marriage, we spent the first 4 years living apart because of I was a Marine Corps officer, he's a Navy helicopter pilot. We just weren't able to get stationed together. So we were literally praying for a vehicle to, beyond our military service, create something around our family that we could, you know, just be a happy family living together, raising our kids. And so when we were introduced to this by actually a fellow Marine officer, a good friend of mine, about 7 years ago, we took a real hard look. We felt in our gut and in our faith that it aligned right away. But then when we went to the very first convention, I think maybe 2 weeks after enrolling, I went to the very first global convention. Ray was leaving for a 10-month deployment, so he couldn't go. I had to be like the one to check it out for the family. And we just were able to confirm that this aligned with everything in our values. We were very big on character and integrity, you know, coming from the military. And when we saw the leaders and mentors and the corporate staff that was heading this ship, we said, this is what we want to be a part of.
Yeah, and when we looked at our options too, you know, it was still early on in my Navy career, very early on in her Marine Corps career, and very early on in our marriage, right? You know, when we were looking at our options, it was, okay, you know, we could do another, 20 years in the Navy or the Marine Corps and then retire. I would include tons of more deployments and everything away from our family. It's a great, noble career, honorable career. Or I could get out and do what most of the men in my family do, which is go work in either finance or the insurance industry in New York. Again, great way to make money, very secure and everything, but, it wasn't what we wanted. And again, when it hit and we checked all those boxes, it was really, a no-brainer for us to go forward with this.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. What about, I know with raising 4 kids, you're homeschooling, you've got the military experience, but at the same time, it's like every promotion that's out there you're qualifying for. You're qualifying My Life Venture. What's been the key to your success in building your Pro 7 business?
I think very early on too, we were taught in network marketing period, it's you follow the leader. Like, for example, when Darren got on yesterday to make that announcement, I noticed that he had a beard. So last night I decided I'm just going to grow this beard right now. So that was step one. But in all seriousness, it's a principle we grabbed very early on was, being flexible in our learning and be able to learn from everybody out there. Because there's so many different techniques, and the techniques are many, principles there are few, techniques vary, but principles never do. I say that a lot. It's because it's very true. Everybody you come across in network marketing or in life, you can learn something from. You may not do it the exact same way, but be able to learn from absolutely everyone, every training you go to, every event you go to, be able to pick something out of there, a principle that you can go back, put in your toolbox and use to build your business.
Yeah. And so for us, very specifically, 7 years, that we didn't necessarily have that fast path to success. We had very, slow growth in the beginning. So for us, by taking little bits from every leader in this company, attending every single event possibly available, that meant, every corporate elite academy convention, any sort of opportunities like this, like Zoom chats, we didn't have that in the very beginning, so it was all very physical. Getting to every single one of those things, and then being a student of network marketing and being a student of LifeVantage, and just being a student of becoming a better person in every aspect of your life. So we basically created a checklist, a daily method of operation that allowed us to make sure that every single day we were growing in every aspect. At the top of the checklist is you must be reading good books. You have to be pouring value into your brain if you're going to give value out to the world. So that's minimum 15 minutes of personal growth type books, mindset, and then minimum 15 minutes learning network marketing. And doing that every single day, you're going to grow. You can't not grow in that way. And then just things like, for us, one of the big things that helped for us, being a busy family with lots of kids and moving constantly with military, was learning how to leverage the power of social media and just having an online presence and being purposeful about that. So every day, reaching out consistently to people on social media, sharing value from our personal profile every single day, being just a light in people's world. When you are constantly showing up as a positive ray of light and giving value, people will want to come to you. They'll decide that they know, like, and trust you, and they'll want to come do business with you eventually. So that for us was really key to our success, was first taking all the principles from the leaders over the years, and then finding that for us and our style of lifestyle, that just honing in on that online strategy.
Nice. I kind of key in on, you said something kind of really cool. It was kind of a slow start, your first little bit. So what's kind of some nuggets on kind of what it took for, or a piece of advice you would give somebody on if they're feeling stuck themselves, on how can they kind of break through to that next phase? Yeah.
So it was a very slow start, you guys. In fact, I feel like there was the previous business and then like the business today. It was about the first 4 years. If somebody actually looked at what we were making in the first 4 years of LifeVantage, they could have totally called our bluff, because we were telling everybody, Ray's got 3 more years left before he can, complete his contract with the Navy. And then we're going to be full-time, doing this full-time. And if anyone actually saw the dollar amount that we were making in those first 4 years, they would have known or thought that we were crazy. But we believed wholeheartedly. So once you identify that this opportunity, this is the right company, the right people, the right product, the right character, integrity, the place you want to spend your time and, create a family around, there's no exit plans. So we committed to this like we committed to our marriage, right? When you find the right spouse, there's no exit strategies. The same thing with LifeVantage. So it didn't matter for us if it was going to take 5, 10, whatever amount of years, we were going to do it no matter what. And with that type of purpose and that vision, you really, and your why being super strong, it doesn't really matter what people say along the way. But we had some turning points, and because we hung in there, we found, some things that helped us to break through.
And for people who are feeling stuck, you can't compare your chapter 2 to someone's chapter 20, right? Everyone comes into this with a very different background. And I think we all get caught up when we see people come in, and run through the ranks real quickly. If you've been stuck there for a while, remember, you got to run your race. You know what I mean? Like, don't worry about the guy next to you, because who knows what kind of experience they brought to the table. They could have brought up a huge following with them from another, from another part of their life, right? So you just got to run your race. Don't worry about what anyone else is doing. Even if it takes you 10 years to hit a lead or 20 years to hit a lead, it would have been 10 or 20 years well spent, right? So that perspective is really powerful, I think, for people who are feeling stuck.
That's amazing. Run your race, and you'll ultimately gain that perspective of what's your chapter look like. And in the comments, I'm just looking at just all the love being shown. So one more time, guys, let's give them a shout out of how much we appreciate Sam and Ray Allen and the 4 kiddos. We appreciate you taking some time and just sharing a bit of your success journey. And we're all watching closely for what comes next for you guys.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you all. Thank you.
All righty. Well, on to our next success. I know we have on one coast, we're going to jump on over to the other side, and we're going to bring on our good friend, Michael Epstein. I see you there, sir.
Hey,
Good,
how are you there, Stephen?
Good to see you, sir. I'm really excited to be able to speak with you. I feel like our paths and journey have been kind of neck and neck for a while. I've got to see you and your family progress. I've got to see you progress into a family and kind of what that's looked like. So I'm excited to be able to just take some time and dig in with you as a Pro 8 and walk through a bit of your journey. So you're no stranger to network marketing yourself, right?
No.
So can you give us a little bit of your background and kind of what led you to LifeVantage?
Absolutely. And first, I want to acknowledge you for your greatness and watching your growth in this company, and it's been amazing. And I want to acknowledge, Darren Jensen running at the helm of this company, and it's the leadership that this company has put together that has made the difference with where we are and where we sit with this company. And he's handpicked everybody in this company, and which is so beautiful. And the mentorship, and also the amazing Master Pro 10s and the Field Advisory Board. If it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have what we have. I just wanted to say that first. And also I wanted to acknowledge the amazing talent and brilliance of Melody Rodarte and the passion and love that Sam and Ray have. And I just love the friendships that we have built in this. My mom and dad started in network marketing back in the early 70s. And I remember going to these people's houses. And when I went to their houses, what ended up happening is that they were, we would go to their house and they would have garages stocked full of product. And that's how we did it back in those days. You didn't just have products sent to you like it is today. You had to wait in line. I remember I was 12 years old waiting in line at these people's houses. I'm, Mom, Dad, when are we going to get out of there? And they handwriting all of the things as well, to get the invoices done. But they never understood the business model of network marketing back then. So, I've been married for almost 20 years to my beautiful wife, Paloma, and we have 2 children now. I am 62 years old. I have a son that's just turning 7 months, and I also have, and his name is Micah, and another son, Mateo, that's just going to be turning 3, and I will be turning 63 before he even turns 3. So I've been in the martial arts. I'm a Kung Fu master, 4th degree black belt, master of Chinese Kung Fu, and Southern Five Animals, who knows Kung Fu out there. And I've been doing that for almost 56 years, and I've been a massage therapist for 46 years. And all I've ever done all my life is traded time for money. When I have a body on my table, I'm making money. When I have a student in front of me, I'm making money. And if neither one of those things aren't happening, I'm not making money. I'm also a musician. You can see a picture back here of, I love playing music. There's a story I'll say in a moment about that, but, and I'm also a triathlete. I've done Ironman 70.3s. I've done an ultra marathon and many marathons and a lot of other modalities in that realm. And I just love that. So I hope that answers that question.
Absolutely. It's great always knowing kind of the background, that kind of what makes you where you are. And one of my favorite things from you is he's not hesitant to show you pictures and buckle up, because it'll be a great story time. But you've been with LifeVantage 10 years now. How has your life changed?
Well, about 7 years ago, I had 17 guitars and I had to sell most of them. So being in your 50s, having to sell guitars to pay rent, having to borrow money to pay rent is very humbling, and I had to really take a look at that. And it was very difficult for me. And it was painful because I couldn't make it in life. My wife wanted to have children, and I was absolutely petrified because I knew that I couldn't afford them. But today, because when I found LifeVantage and I stuck with it, I now have choices in my life because I was sharing information of something that every single person needs to know. And but it takes me having to help other people create choices in their life. See, we're LifeVantage, the family. I don't care who's in what group or team, because every single person that's on this presentation right now, they're not in my team. I'm not on their team, but we all work together as one. So today I'm not trading time for money. You know, it's difficult. I get to be the one bringing my kid to the school. Well, no school right now, but I get to be the one that wakes up with them. I get to be the one that takes them in the park in the afternoon. That's priceless. And those of you who are parents, you understand that. If you are a person that is willing to do what most people are not willing to do, I promise you this, you will have what most people never have. Don't listen to the naysayers that tell you what they think they know about this industry, because they don't know what you know. So I hope that aspect helps.
Absolutely. I would say, kind of as a final question, kind of in your experience, you kind of see where things are right now and how they've progressed over the years. Where do you see yourself in the next few months, next couple of years? Kind of how will you mold and shape to kind of fit things now?
Well, I want to say this. Look where we are in this world today. Do you realize that 1/7 of the United States is unemployed right now? Think about this guy that says, you know what? I'm going to quit my full-time job and I am going to drive Uber. Well, guess what? Nobody wants to get in his car. How about the people that say, you know what? We're going to make our 2 bedrooms into our Airbnb. Who wants to come to those houses right now? The world has shifted. No matter how you want to look at it, it's shifted, and people are not working right now. And that's a very, very, very scary thing for most people. And they don't know what to do. There are people on their knees right now praying for something different. Here's what people have to do. Understand that we have something that changes cellular data in our bodies. We're in a $500 billion industry in the health and wellness and anti-aging, and in my opinion, nobody can touch us. In a $200 billion network marketing industry, people still don't understand it. So make harder choices in your life. Don't make it easy, because the decisions that you make right now will change your life and other people's lives as you help them change their decisions. And be supportive. Stick to it. And as Erin Brockovich said, stick-to-itiveness. And it's amazing having her being part of LifeVantage. And here's another thing. You know, when people say, well, just, figure out your dreams. But with your dreams, it's not only just figuring it out. Create your dream board. Look at that dream board. Visualize it. You have to feel your dreams. And I mean feel it. You need that lump in your throat. You need to smell your dreams. You need to taste your dreams. And when you can connect your brain to your heart, to your gut. So think of this line, one line, and another line. Think of a pyramid. At the end of that pyramid, it's a point, and that point is so powerful. It's like a laser beam. And when you create that vision with your heart, your soul, and your brain all together, your dreams and your desires and your burning desire will become so powerful that anything that gets in your way will roll off of you like water off of a duck. And become a professional in this industry. Understand how this industry works. Remember, again, people don't know what you know, and this is an industry where people think they know what this is about. They think, well, it's the person at the top. Well, I can guarantee you this. I have several people on my team that make a lot more money than I do, so that throws that out of the water. So know your craft and design your lifestyle. Design your lifestyle. Wake up in the morning. What would it be like? I'm going to end with this. What would it be like to wake up to next to your significant other's eyes in 3 to 5 years from now and look at them and take a deep breath and go, oh, honey or family, whose life would you like to bless today? Because we have helped other people create choices in their life, So, Stephen, I want to thank you. And I also want you guys to pay attention to the next two presenters, because they're two Master Pro 10s that I have the utmost respect for. And when you hear from them, the messages that they're going to tell you about what's going on over the next few weeks and months is going to knock your socks off. So if you have a seatbelt on your chair, put it on, because you're going to need it. Thank you, Stephen, and thank you, LifeVantage, and thank you, my LifeVantage family, for giving me this beautiful opportunity. I love you all, and God bless, and happy Mother's Day out there.
Oh, man. Thank you again, Michael. You teed things up perfectly, but I want to make sure we're in the chat there. Everybody's loving the message, making sure you are pinpoint focused and laser focused with your why. So if it's from Dr. Melody Rodarte, it's Samantha and Ray Allen's story, or even Michael's story, we kind of take a shift where the rubber has to meet the road a little bit. So we hit a point where skills have to come into play. So without further ado, we are definitely going to kick into gear now with what we are super thrilled and excited about for the month of May and June, our Flip the Switch business promotion, where we're just going to take the gasoline that is the passion of all of our LifeVantage family and just like ignite it on fire as big as we possibly can. So to kick things off with this training on this, we're going to bring to you Master Pro 10, the sole CEO herself, Master Pro 10, Rachel Jackson. Rachel, can you join me?
I am here, Stephen. Thank you so much. Hello, LifeVantage. And Stephen, quick question. Do we want to re-edify a couple of the promo points or anything like that here today? I know we haven't gone into details.
Yeah, we definitely can.
Okay, I just want to take a few minutes just in case you guys missed the live announcement yesterday. Let's just go through it one more time because I want you to know this inside and out. So let me pull up my slides. Hi guys, it's Rachel Jackson, your Master Pro 10. I'm calling in from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, soon to be from Minneapolis, Minnesota. But I'm so excited about May and June because we are flipping the business switch. So if you guys didn't see this, this is one of the most gnarly, bulky, like, oh, money type of promos I have ever seen as far as perks, incentives to go up and rank your business in the month of May and June. And if you heard our business stats from the company, Darren shared that we were just seeing ridiculous growth. I think it was like company-wide, like double the amount of distributor enrollments in the month of April. So let's kind of keep that momentum going. Guys, we have an exciting way to take advantage of the current environment, current market position, market conditions to give families, hardworking people, including obviously our LifeVantage distributors, a way to get some more cash in their pockets. So there's 3 ways to earn. I'm going to go through these very fast. It's on the website. You can reach, return, and mentor. So no matter where you are in the LifeVantage compensation plan, there's a rewards for you to go out there and to get it done, to flip the business switch. So the first one is obviously reaching. If you go out there and achieve the rank of Pro 3 for the first time ever, you can go out there and you can earn $350 cash. That is if you're inside of your first 90 days for Paysetter. If you're outside of those first 90 days and you didn't get Paysetter, well, they're going to give you $250. By maintaining it the second month, you get that extra bonus again. So it's exciting. You're getting possibly anywhere from $500 to $700 just for going out there and hitting Pro 3 for that first time. And this is really, really exciting because if you're a Pro 3 right now, you can just go up to Pro 4. You get $500 in cash. You maintain it, get another $500. Hit Pro 5, get $1,000. You know, maintain it, get another $1,000. Hit Pro 6, get $2,500, and then maintain it, get another $2,500. And guys, if you do all of it, like if you run from distributor, Pro 1, Pro 2, all the way to Pro 6, all of the bonuses stack. So there is cash available for you guys. Check out the website for all the terms and conditions. Now, if you have been a Pro 3, 4, 5, or 6 in the past, but let's say you haven't been ranking at that rank right now, you haven't been paid at that rank, you can return to that rank by building back up your business and get those bonuses as well. So guys, I want you guys to go to the chat right now and let me know, comment, what is your goal in May? What is your goal in the next 30 days? What do you want to see in the Flip the Switch promo? How much cash are you pushing for with hard freaking work? And by the way, in a couple minutes, I'm going to give you a very proven strategy that has worked for myself, that has worked for Brandon and Lynette Cunningham, and for many of our elites and Master Pro 10s. It's a metric of how to put yourself into momentum. Oh my gosh, the chat is flooded. And guys, I want to talk to those who are above Pro 3. If you have gone out there and you built a team, you personally enrolled new teamies, right? If you go out and create a minimum of $500 in sales volume, that'd be like a gold pack. That'd be like 5 tri-synergizers, right? You can receive a one-time bonus for every one of your personally enrolled that hits one of these ranks. So guys, if you have like 5 or 10, let's say you have 5 frontline Pro 4s, right? Or I should say personally enrolled Pro 4s, and they've never hit the rank of Pro 5, or you get them back to the rank of Pro 5. What's so cool is if you had 5 people at Pro 5 that you personally enrolled, that's $2,500 in mentor bonuses. You can earn up to $5,000 total payouts helping your personally enrolled leaders go out and rank advance. So guys, this is a business of helping yourself, putting yourself in a position to earn bonuses, but also helping others. And we're going to give you just some very simple tactics how you can be, as a great sponsor, help your team see better results. So reach, return, and mentor. Repeat after me in the chat. Reach, return, and mentor. Reach, return, and mentor. That is our entire model over the next 2 months to go out there and put a cash in your pocket. Now we have some really cool, this is the Steve Urban, Ryan Goodwin love child. Right, Steve? Steve Goodwin. He enrolled as a distributor 2 months ago, and let's say in April he hit Pro 2. Really exciting, actually became a Pace Setter Pro 2. In May, let's say Steve Goodwin, he rank advances to Pro 3. In June, Pro 4, and in July, he maintains that rank. He's going to earn a total payout of 1,800 buckaroos. Like, that is really exciting cash on top of his LifeVantage commissions. Scenario 2 is Darren. Darren Walk enrolled a new distributor back in August. This was years ago, 5 years ago. And he achieved the highest rank of Pro 5, but he's only been paid as a Pro 3 for the last year. Maybe he hasn't been working his business. Maybe life got in the way. Whatever, things happen. People quit, right? In May, he focuses. Darren goes back to Pro 5. So he gets that return to rank bonus of $1,000. And in June, he pushes and smashes it to Pro 6. And in July, he maintains that $7,000 going out there in his Flip the Switch business promotion check. I mean, that is just so exciting. This is really, I mean, that's like, what is that? Let's say a car, a used car. What could you get for $7,000? Go to the comments below. What would you do with $7,000 extra in your bank account? Would you pay off your student loans? Would you pay off your credit card? Would you put towards a mortgage or pay off other debts that you have? Would you maybe plan for a vacation when the world reopens up someday? Maybe you do a nice bathroom remodel since you're quarantined at home. You're like, well, gosh, if I have to be in this house, I'm going to friggin' put in a jacuzzi tub. I don't know. What could you do? Dream, vision, think about it. The possibilities are endless. And in scenario 3, Kevin Rose was a Pro 4 in April. He rank advances to Pro 5 this month, maintains 5 in June, and what's so cool, he actually was able to enroll 530 PV in May, 340 PV in June, and in May, he had 2 personally enrolled distributors rank advance to Pro 3, and 1 personally enrolled distributor rank advance to Pro 4 in June. So what he gets, guys, he gets 1,000 for hitting Pro 5, 1,000 for maintaining Pro 5, and because he was hitting that 500 PV requirement in May, he gets those extra $125 bonus. If you get it, say I get it. If you don't, that's okay. Study this, print this out, work with your upline. We will help make sense of it because all it is, guys, is hitting the ranks and helping other people rank up. reach, return, and mentor. Reach, return, and mentor. Guys, I can already hear you. Oh, Steven, what is that? Is that like cha-ching, 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 cha-ching? Yeah, you guys are making a lot of noises in the chat. I hear you. I hear it going on, right? And then here's our last scenario. Dave Pearson enrolled in March of 2020. He rank advanced to Pro 2 in April, and he runs like crazy to Pro 6 in May, but he was paid as a Pro 5 in June. And that sometimes happens. Sometimes you do a big run, a lot of platinum packs, whatever coming in, and the next month maybe you don't quite hit the mark again. He still is going to earn $6,300 through his pay center bonuses, his reach and maintenance bonuses. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Reach, return, and mentor. Now, guys, this is me. Oh, hi. I just wanted to go through this quick slide because I want to make sure that we are inundated and like really focusing on reiterating this promotion the next 60 days. It's got to be coming out of your mouth all the time. But over the next few minutes before I pass it over to my cohort, Brandon Cunningham, who's got some really cool things, I want you guys to stay here till the end. I want to talk about if you need to launch yourself into personal momentum and how to lead your brand new or existing teamies to help them have success. So we're gonna launch and then we're gonna lead. So let's go through this together. If you have a pen and piece of paper, we're gonna do some work together. I'm not here to entertain you guys. We're here to get stuff done. This is success mastery training, right? This is not Saturday Night Live. This is Saturday Success Training. So we need to get focused. And part of getting focused is actually writing down our goals. So I want you to take a moment right now. You've done it in the chat. You can do it in your notebook and tell me, what is your goal? What's your goal for May? What's your goal for June? And when you might write that down, is it Pro 3? Is it Pro 4? Is it Pro 5? Is it Pro 6? Any of my elites on the line, you might have specific mentoring goals, right? And I want you to write down why it is crucial for you to push for the goal. Why is it crucial? Is it the fact that maybe your spouse is furloughed right now and you need supplemental income, so you need to work hard to bring in some extra cash into the household? Maybe so that you're wanting to create a little bit more of a nest egg so that when these crises happen, you have a little bit more flexibility as far as in your own finances, right? Maybe you're looking for some options in your life or a better lifestyle. Maybe you're wanting to bring your spouse home at some point, or maybe you're wanting to, work to provide a better life for your children, or maybe you do want to travel when the world opens back up. And how many guys want to eat your way around the world? That was my goal like 9 years ago. They're like, what are you motivated by? I'm like, well, helping people, feeding orphans, saving children out of human sex trafficking, all the good stuff. But I have a selfish goal. I want to eat my way around the world. How many guys are going to eat your way around the world? That's what I'm like, oh God. The lasagna I had with Darren Jensen on the Mediterranean cruise when he took us on a personal tour of Rome. Darren Jensen, our CEO, took 10 of us on our team on a personal walkabout tour of Rome, and he found this hole-in-the-wall place he's always gone to. It's a little Italian joint, like mom and pop. Oh, the lasagna, right? The pizza in Napoli, right? You need to have the paella in Spain. You need to go out into the beautiful coastal towns all around the world and the seafood, right? Food. I'm hungry. Is it lunchtime? Okay, focus. All right, get focused. We need to write down our goals and what is your why. And then, of course, you want to think about who benefits. And this is a time to kind of get a little bit of dig it in. Because who hurts if you don't achieve it? Sometimes it's us. Sometimes we set so many goals and we don't achieve it. So over time, it begins to really break down or crumble our self-worth, our self-esteem, our discipline, because we didn't follow through. How many guys have ever set a goal and didn't follow through? It tears at us. And one of the ways to create unstoppable confidence and resilience in life is to create discipline. So some of you guys are doing it for you, and that's cool. But some of you guys are doing it for others because other people are depending on you. I have family needs right now facing us over the next several months. And so for me, it is massive that I continue to create good financial stability for my life because my family is depending on it, because we have caregiving needs and all that sort of stuff. So what is your why? Why do you need to wake up every day and be excited and focused on LifeVantage and to reach, return, and mentor in this promotion? Second step is we got to make sure that we're launching you, getting into momentum. You got to get paid. You want to be your first and your best customer. So create a story on our amazing products, right? Hi, Melody, I use our skincare. I never used skincare before 30 years old. I'm so sad to say. I was a soap and water kind of a girl. And I have a beautiful testimonial with True Science, but that just reminded me, like, I need to get a little bit better on doing the eye cream. Like I sometimes I miss it, and sometimes I'll just do it at night but not in the morning. I really need to maintain that, because again, my skin, your looks, like, yeah, I want people to be like, wow, you're glowing. Oh my God, I got this really great, anti-aging serum that I literally put on all day long, by the way. My hands are going to look like they're like 35 by the time I'm like 100, Steven, just so you know, because I'm literally like this all day long, dousing myself. I have this in every single room of my house, right? I have this in every single room of my house. Why? Because like I pop them like Tic Tacs. It was like, how does she have so much energy? Here we go. And I got my Axio. You guys activated this morning. Hello. I'm fired up. Okay. Then you want to make sure that you're learning how to share your story compliantly. There's training in the back office under our compliance library. Really important, so you're not making claims. Protect our baby or protect mama, as Brandon says. Set up your monthly subscription. Guys, drop a 1 in the chat if you guys have a subscription. Drop a 1 in the chat if you have a subscription in LifeVantage. They're my peoples. You guys are focused. You're committed. You're using the products. I don't know how you could possibly promote this business, how you could run to Pro 3 or 4 or 5. You're like, whoa, all right, chat's blowing up. Because like, if you're not taking them, smelling them, ingesting them, tasting them every single day, how can you talk about them intelligently? It doesn't make sense. You're inauthentic. You cannot sell the hair care if you don't wash your hair with this goodness every single day. All right? Okay. Also, we want to make sure that we maximize your pay. You want to get to 200 PV as quickly as possible. So we need to set up your subscription on the products that you need to create your story, that your household needs, your dogs need. I mean, we go through a couple bottles of Tandem alone every single month for our 2 dogs, our Lab and our English Bulldog. So make sure that you're at 200 PV. If you're committed to be at 200 PV this month to get 40% Smart Start bonuses, drop a 2 in the chat. If you're committed to get there, if you're committed, even if you can just afford per tandem and you get 4 friends on per tandem, that's you, mother, sister, brother, friend. Get 4 people on per tandem and make sure that you're at that 200 PV. Do not leave money on the table. Now, the second part, I want to share with you guys our funnel. Guys, drop the word funnel in the chat. This is our proven funnel, and we call it ITT. You're going to start hearing this over and over inside of the elites because we have started to master the system of momentum. I want to share with you a fun fact. Can I do a humble brag? Just a humble brag. Can I have permission? Just a little humble brag on my team last month. Okay, here's my humble brag. We, company-wide, 200% more distributor enrollments than March. Our team was 500% more distributor enrollments than March. April, 500%. Why? We ITT every day. We invite, we tool, and we team. I'm going to share with you guys exactly what my team does to put thousands of people inside of our business every single month, and it helped me become a Master Pro 10 in just 4 years. All disclaimers are variety, market conditions, varies, results vary on your work ethic and your leadership and all attitude. Okay, but seriously, 4 years to a Master Pro 10 doesn't suck. We ITT. First step is you invite. This is when you start a conversation, you find out if they're open, and you send a first touch video. For our team, we use a certain news report. You might have heard of it or seen it. It was a primetime investigative report that's kind of awesome 15 years ago. So we send that and say like, hey, are you open to, learning how you can take control of your health? Are they open to taking control of their life? You might ask them like, hey, do you have a few minutes to check out a video? I always say, it's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna blow your mind. And they're like, yeah, because guys, if you don't have to spill all the beans, this is what you're gonna learn, and all the science, and McCord says this, and the doctor says this, and John Quinones, or whatever video you're using. Guys say, I just saw a video and it blew my hair back. Do you have a few seconds to see it? Man, I just partnered with something. I'm so excited I started taking this. It is blowing me away. You have a couple minutes to check it out. You invite to that first touch video. The second step of the funnel is we got to send them to a tool, and the best tool we have is a LifeVantage overview. This happens live every Tuesday night here in the US and Canada. And we also have recordings. They're available on the marketing playbook. So after your contact has seen the first touch video, ask them, hey, what'd you like best about it? What'd you like best about what you saw? Are you open to learning more about what we do? And if they say no, peace. Maybe they just want to be a customer. If they say yes, invite them to the overview live or recording. If you're getting this, say yes, yes, Y-A-S-S-S-S-S, yes. Oh, and Sherry Gillespie asked, will this PowerPoint be available? I think so. Stephen, can we post it? I think so. I think we can post it. So I think it's pretty good, but it's really simple. Invite, tool, and team. All right. Yes. So we're going to send them to the overview. This is where they're going to learn more about the theories of aging, about the timing of the company, the system that we have, the support that we have, and our entire product line. Now, the third part of our funnel, right? We're in the ITT proven system, is our funnel, and it is the team. So after a contact has viewed a live or recorded overview, it's a perfect time to bring in your Pro 3, 4, 5, 6, Elite 7, upline or whoever that you're working with and mentoring with, and say, hey, hey, Brandon, by the way, Michael, I think you were like the best hype guy I've ever had in my life. I think I want to hire you anywhere I go in any webinar. Stephen, you're great too, but Michael, geez, I forgot to give you a compliment. That was awesome. Squirrel. Okay, so we want to say, hey, Michael, I'm so glad that you love what you saw in the overview. Next step, I want to introduce you to my business partner. They're amazing. They'll answer all of your questions. What time and day works best for you? Because I really wanted you to jump on a quick call with them. You can learn more about what we do. I want you to see who I'm working with. That's when you validate your upline. You build edification to them and respect to them. Because guys, if you're brand new in this, if you're Pro 1 or 2, you may not have a great story, but I bet your Pro 5 does. I bet your Pro 6 does. I bet your Elite 7 does. And they know how to share that, and they know how to overcome some of the objections, concerns, or doubts about getting started in the business. So we ITT, invite, tool, and team. Now the next step is closing, right? You say, hey, are you clear on what you want to do next? Are you clear what you want to do next? Do you need my recommendation of what products to get started on? My favorite is, do you want to be a customer or do you want to be a distributor like me? It's called a Slack close. When you say something like, do you want to be a customer or distributor, they only have A or B, right? Comment Slack close in the chat. You just learned grade A sales training 101. And I would do this all the time in mortgages. I sold mortgages for a year over the phone, cold calling 150 people a day. And when I did it, I'd be like, all right, so do we want to get your refi started? Do we want to do the 5% or the 5.5%? Do you want to do the 30-year fix or the 15-year fix? Do you want to use the 7-year ARM or do we want to do the FHA? Right? So you give them a Slack close, and then that way saying, hey, do you want to be a customer or do you want to be a distributor like me? And you might say, hey, on a scale of 1 to 10, like 1 being not at all interested or 10 like ready to sign up, like where are you? Where do you see yourself? And they might say, well, I'm like a 7. Okay, great. Why is that? What information do you need to get started? Okay. Now, this is the next step is in launching, we got to have a list. This is the metric. This is the exact data. I have personally get your 25 list of names, brainstorm people that you think would be attracted to LifeVantage. Now, lastly, as I close, it's important to lead. We'll post this, don't worry. I'm going to go through it fast because I want to give Brandon enough time to really bring this home. And the urgency that we have with this promo is if you want to help other people win, if you're a sponsor, I want you guys to know that there's responsibility. If you're a sponsor, there's responsibility. So you want to equip people. You don't have to do it for them. You can't make the calls for them. You can't invite for them or tool for them or team. You can't do that. You can't ITT for them, but you can equip them with the system that they need. Here's what we found. Brandon and I and Lynette have found that these are the best tips to leading and helping your team get started. Number 1 is sending like a quick welcome email or a text to new distributors. Doesn't have to be long. Doesn't have to be fancy. Just like, here's your login. Here's the official LifeVantage Facebook page, or maybe you have a team page that they can grow, or a team group that they can join, or the official LifeVantage distributor group. You might send your phone number, your email, your contact information. Say, thank you so much for trusting me. Here's, again, your back office. Here's how to shop. Simple text or email just saying, hey, welcome. Goes a long way. Add your teammates to the appropriate Facebook group so they can start plugging in immediately to the culture, the team, and support. Next, you want to do a welcome call. So when I'm working in different teams, I meet every new distributor that comes in. So for instance, I want to shout out Angie Newby in Kentucky. Where's my Angie Newby? Angie enrolled 12 distributors in the month of April. 12 distributors, woo woo! Retired school teacher, part-time realtor, 12 distributors. So what did we do yesterday? I'm in the Walmart parking lot. We jump on a Zoom with 3 of them and we do a little welcome call, 15, 20 minutes, get to know their goals, set them on a game plan, invite them to today. I hope you're here. Hi guys, hi, welcome. Because we want to make sure that they know that they have support, that they have a lifeline. And we like to explain the fact that there's a current promotion. So this is our time to be like, hey, do you want to put an extra 250, 350 bucks on top of your commissions in your bank account? Well, we got a really exciting promo. Let me send it to you. I'm going to text it to you right now. Angie! All right. And this is the time, guys, on the welcome call, you can get to know their why. We started with that. We want to know why they are doing the business. We can get their list at 25. It helps me stay accountable with them and helps them be accountable to me. Because if I'm coaching Angie on how to go out there and create momentum in her business, I need to know where her contacts are at in the funnel. Does this make sense, guys? Like, I want their why. I want their list. I want their goals. I want to help, support, and coach them. This is high level, guys, but we got to go high level if you want to reach, return, and mentor in this promo. And then set their calendar up. Maybe you have a team call every week. Maybe, obviously, we have Tuesday night LifeVantage overviews. We have our Saturday, these Success Mastery training calls. Tell them to start booking it out. Say, great, Monday night at 9, Tuesday at 9, Saturday at noon, right? Say, block these things off. You're starting a business. These are the 3 hours that you need to be on training, okay? And then help them get their first dollar. I like to ask you, like, who's the person, the one person in your life that you know will do this? Who are 2 people that you know that they will love this product, they'll buy it just because it's you? Guys, the first dollar principle in network marketing shows higher retention, higher ranking rates. They're more likely to attend events. All their success determines how quickly we can get them that first dollar in their first 30 days. Get them a win, even if it's just selling 1 pot of Protandim. All right, I'm gonna pass it back over to you, Servant. I went a few minutes over my time because I want to go through the promo just one more time. So thank you guys for bearing with me, and I'll pass it over to you, Brandon. I can't wait to hear you close it out.
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir. Take it away.
Excellent, excellent,
I wasn't
excellent.
sure if I was supposed to introduce you. Okay, guys, Master Pro 10, Brandon Cunningham from Florida. Him and Lynette have built a massive business. They've personally mentored tens of thousands of people. They're respected top 10 in the company, huge leaders with integrity, and this guy really knows how to take a promotion and maximize it with his team. So over to you, bud.
Thanks, Rachel, for that. And I don't have any slides other than, so you can stop share on screen share, other than I will ask you, Stephen, to show that income earning statement in a second. So Rachel, that was great. And all of you, I've been here the whole time, literally. I haven't been walking off. I've been watching because this has been valuable for myself. And my wife and I have been a part of this company for over 10 years. You never leave the student role in this business if you are passionate about what we do. You want to be here, you want to learn, and you guys were fantastic. And I just got to tell you, after listening to Rachel, I love the energy, but I'm gonna take a breath because I'm not going to be able to match that kind of intensity without falling out on the floor here. But I just want you guys to know that how greatly I respect Rachel Jackson and what she and her team has accomplished here. Her references back and forth about Lynette and I and her is very genuine. We work very closely together. There's a lot of trust, so much trust that just a couple nights ago, we are screenshotting our back offices and sharing real live time numbers. And for the distributors that are out there, you know, that's just kind of very personal information. But I really, really value what Rachel and her team has brought to this company. And and Master Pro 10 is no joke. For those of newbies that are out there, you may not even know what that rank is. But let me just tell you this. There's a saying that you'll get what you want when you help a lot of people get what they want. And let's just say Rachel's helped a lot of people, a lot of people. And so it's my pleasure to be here with you guys today to kind of take what you've heard today. And there's a saying that a good presentation will tell you what you're about to hear, then they'll tell you, and then they'll tell you what you just heard. And that's kind of what I'm going to do, is I'm just going to kind of tell you what you just heard, only from my perspective, someone that's been around this thing for just a little bit, and what I think it is and what it can be for all of you. So Darren Jensen, our CEO, was on. There you go. Go ahead and throw those numbers up now, Stephen. That'll be good. So here's our disclaimer. It's our most recent disclaimer. For those of you that don't know what this is, we do have the benefit, so grateful that we have an average annual earnings disclosure. And this thing is extremely accurate. Whatever rank you are, if you look at the minimum and the maximum, it's accurate. Okay, but there's also an average in there. And so we put this up as a tool so that we can really get kind of personal with you guys when it comes to numbers and what you actually have your hands on. So Darren was sharing with you guys in a call just yesterday about what people are looking for right now. Not distributors. I'm talking about your neighbors, your friends, people out around the world that are online and searching for opportunities for their families, because we know right now, as already stated, there is a lot of pressure on not only American families, but families around the world, because things are just different now than they were just a few weeks ago, months ago, when it comes to providing for their family. And we know the analytics for Google has just gone through the roof for people that are looking for the ability to earn extra money, or some amount of money. It may not be extra. For some, it may be a lot more than extra. I know when my wife and I joined LifeVantage in October of 2009, wow. The reason I kind of drug my feet on this for a little bit in the beginning is I was not interested in extra money. Extra money was not going to fix my problems in 2009. I needed money, not extra money. And so Darren has highlighted that not only the analytics of Google going through the roof for people looking for ways to make money, and now from a laptop, we kind of call it the laptop lifestyle. They're also looking for, as Darren said, low risk and low cost. And when you think about it, I mean, who wouldn't want an opportunity that's low risk and low cost? Rachel alluded to the real estate world. That was my wife and I's background, and also the automotive industry. We had never done this. For the people that don't know my wife and I's story, we had never done network marketing before for a lot of reasons. But I only knew kind of high risk, high reward. Like, you got to risk a lot to make a lot. In the financial world normally. Like when you buy a business, it wasn't like I was just investing $1,000 or $1,250 for a platinum pack. There was lots of zeros for those investments. And people, that's why most people stay employees, guys. You do realize, like, everybody would own their own business if it only took 1 zero to own your own business. And it doesn't. It takes a lot of zeros. And people just don't have a lot of zeros today. And so from the jump, I want you guys to realize there are amazing, talented, loving, just crazy good people out there that have the ability to completely change their life. They just don't have the money to invest in something to do it. So they have to keep doing what they have been doing. And that is where we enter the picture. We have low cost, low risk opportunity for them. And as Darren said yesterday, in the month of April, the company, Darren, the executives, had the vision to take what was going on around the world and say, you know what? We know what people are looking for. How can we make LifeVantage even more attractive? And they literally removed the $50 fee from the starter kit that's required by law. Like, we have to have the starter kit, right? We have to have that. And they remove the cost from it so that people who are a little tight on money around the world, and I'm just going to give you a little bit insight, guys, just a little. I know there's a lot of issues around the United States, but the other countries around the world live at a different level of comfort. Let's just say that. If you've traveled the world, this company has allowed my wife and I to travel the world. You'll know that we're very, convenience is a big thing here, right? So $50 may not seem a lot to you, but it's a lot. $50 was a huge deal. And here's what many distributors don't understand. This company removed that $50 burden out of their pocket. So number one, guys, people are looking for what we have. And let me just tell you that our whole business is about telling a story. Your story is the most important story that there is to be told. It's not the product story. It's not the opportunity story. It's your story. It's your story that makes people start to listen. Okay, if you can't get them to start to listen, it doesn't matter that our product reduces oxidative stress. That doesn't matter if you never can get them to listen. Your story is super important. If you want to start growing faster in this business, you just have to tell your story more often to more people. Okay, that's tip number one, all right? But there's also an underlying company story here, right? Because we are connected. As a distributor, we partner with a publicly traded company. And what I see developing right now, here's my observation of 10 years. What I see developing right now is a story that is so attractive to people that are looking for answers right now. So first of all, our company made a major move to allow people to join our company as business builders and distributors in the month of April. And it was well received, obviously, by the numbers. But we also know that as a publicly traded company, there is a fiscal year. Now, here's what I see developing, guys. Okay, stick with me. Fiscal year ends for this company in the month of June. Okay, I think it's June 30th is fiscal year end. And as a publicly traded company, we have to report earnings to Wall Street. So if you've been watching the stock, you know that this company is doing amazing. It's doing amazing. However, can you imagine when you start to put this out in front of people and they start to do their own research about LifeVantage? Can you imagine if they find a company in these times, okay, in 2020, when they go and they look at our financial report and our earnings, and they find out that the company that is growing under pressure, and you know, guys, when you find a company that's lined like us right now, we are going to stand out as this amazing, attractive place that people want to be a part of. Now, how are we going to do it? Guys, listen, the next 2 months are critical for this story, okay? Every decision you make is critical for your own story. Collectively, every decision we make as a united, that ITT thing, I'm coming back to that in a second. You just got a glimpse of a united system in this company, ITT. What do you do? How do you do this? Do it. Do what? Do ITT, it with 2 T's, okay? ITT, get used to hearing it. A united system, all right? When you get a united organization of people over the next 2 months that will do some simple things, and we create a company story together that will shine above all companies, not only in our space, but in the whole like gig economy space. So when people are looking, we stand out. How are we going to do it? Guys, listen, if you want to know how amazing this company is, we, because of the circumstances, have not been able to do our regional events. And it's driving me absolutely insane because events are important. In fact, what we're doing right now on Saturdays is fantastic. Thank you, corporate, for putting this together, because this is kind of the substitute for those regionals. Now, the company spends a lot of money putting these events together, a lot of money. And it's an investment in the field. They know that, well, those events cost a lot of money to put together. And guess what this amazing company has done? This amazing company is now sitting on a kind of a stack of cash that they would have had to pay to all these hotel rooms and all these people to help them put the events on. There's money sitting in this company. And the company didn't go, shh, we're just going to keep this to ourselves. No, the company came to the FAB a few weeks back and says, hey guys, we're sitting on this cash. We're thinking about giving it to the distributors in a promotion. Think about that. How many times do I get asked all the time, how many times does this company change the comp plan? You know, because that's kind of the MO, right? Is a lot of times companies will do things to comp plans in that they're looking for ways to take money out to put more money in the company's pocket. This company is saying, wait, we got some cash and we want to give you more. So they're putting more, they're not putting money in the comp plan, but they're putting more money in your pocket through a promotion for the next 2 months. Now, let me tell you the reason why I asked them to put up that income earnings statement, right? This is huge, guys. This is huge, this amount of money. Rachel went through some of those scenarios for you. But when I kind of keyed in on that Pro 5 and Pro 6 money, because there's a lot of distributors out there that are on the cusp of Pro 5, or some that were Pro 5s and kind of slid back and now we're trying to get back to Pro 5. Let me just tell you something. And I think I got the numbers right. If I'm wrong, you guys go ahead and help me in the comments. Did it say that if you hit Pro 5, they're going to give you $1,000? Is that right? Will you guys just put that in the comments to confirm that for me? Is Pro 5 $1,000? Yes? Yep. Okay, good. Well, let me just give you some insight. My wife and I have collected 97 Pro 7 checks. 97. It's over 8 years of Pro 7 checks, okay? So we've collected 97 Pro 7 bonuses, because you guys know we have a global bonus pool. Pro 7s, 8s, 9s, 10 get a piece of this pool. So let me just tell all of you Pro 2s, brand new to Pro 4, okay? All of you can get to Pro 5 if you want this. That $1,000 is really close to the Pro 7 bonus. So the Pro 7s get a bonus every month, and it's a little bit more than 1,000, okay? It's not 2,000. But guys, if you want to get a taste of what it's like to be a Pro 7, to be paid as a Pro 7 and actually be a Pro 5, go get Pro 5 this month and get that extra $1,000 because it's not far off. If you Pro 3s, 4s, you guys want to know what it's like to live as a Pro 7, go get that money, okay? And then when I look at the Pro 6, okay, so help me out again, guys, here for Pro 6. If you get Pro 6, they're going to give you $2,000, is that right? Is it Pro 6, $2,000? Oh, okay, all right. And that's just once, because if you hold it another month, they give it to you again, all right? Guys, listen, my wife and I have collected 91 Pro 8 checks, okay? It took us 6 months to go from 7 to 8, all right? We've collected 91 Pro 8 checks. And so I kind of know what the Pro 7 check is. I kind of know what the Pro 8 check is. After 91 and 97 of them, I kind of know what they are. And the Pro 8 bonus, it's a little bit more than 2,000, but not a lot. It's not tremendously more. And that's what's on the table. If you're a Pro 5 and you want to taste Pro 8 a little bit, just go get that money and then maintain it the next month. And what Rachel laid out for you, the ITT system, gives you that stability. It doesn't get the big pop of enrollments and then a drop. Because when you have a system, you've got a bunch of people that are doing the same thing, and that is sustainable. So I hope that kind of lights a fire under you guys with this bonus and what's out there, because I want this company to have a story unlike any story out there. So you'll tell your story, and then you'll get to tell the company's story in a time where we saw amazing things happening for this company because we were united as a field, where we were actually not just hanging on to dear life on revenue, but we were actually growing through this period of time. And that's going to be extremely attractive. Let me touch on this deal that Rachel just laid out in front of you guys. I told you it's a glimpse into the future. So grateful for the hard work that the systems committee has been putting in. because this ITT system it's not my idea or Rachel's idea or the systems committee's idea. It's decades of what we know works. All we're doing is articulating it in a way that's simple and easy to understand. I came into the business through ITT. Someone called me, they had me watch a video. It got me on a 3-way call and validation after I watched some information and we signed up. It's a 3-step process. If you want to be a Pro 10, listen, there's a saying that it's really easy to complicate things and it's really hard to simplify things. And so I've seen a lot of complicated do this and then go do this and then do this. And it looks like a flow chart. No, it's 3 steps, guys. It's 3 steps over and over, and teaching people how to do 3 steps over and over again. That's what you do. Now, let me tell you guys, just to kind of make this thing really easy to remember. This Tuesday night's overview is the kind of the brainchild of Skip and Jill Campbell. As some of you may know, Skip and I actually did webinars every, I think, Monday for a couple years, and that was due to a conversation we had about how we launched this company in the very beginning. And it was ironically Skip Campbell's webinar back in 2009 and 2010 that helped propel me and my wife and our entire organization, because we were way out in Florida. My enroller lives in Texas, and the whole company was Utah and like West Arizona, right? There was nothing Florida. Satterfield's up in Ohio. We had the Pearsons in Florida. We're 4 hours apart, not the same team, but regardless, guys, we've kind of felt like we were on an island, even though I love my enroller and she did everything she possibly could for us. That webinar that Skip Campbell did on Tuesday nights was everything for us. It built our belief, and all I had to do is go tell some people what I was kind of excited about, tell my story, how I needed to get out of real estate. I needed to get out of the car business, and I found something I was excited about. And if you're open to looking, you ought to be on this webinar on Tuesday night. This doctor will tell you what we're doing. I'm partnered with this doctor. He'll tell you what we're doing. Can you be on a webinar on Tuesday night? That's what we did to launch our business. Guys, I went from Pro 7 to Pro 8 in 6 months, went to Pro 8 to Pro 9 in another 6 months with no team from a previous company and no network marketing experience. Just a simple system. So here is my advice to you. If you're brand new, or even if you've been around this for a while and it's just not moving at the speed you want it to move at, you simply, from this day forward, from today, Sunday, Monday, what's after Sunday, Tuesday, you invite people to that webinar. You tell people what you're excited about, and you get them on the Tuesday night overview that's live right now. That's being done by Pro 9s and Pro 10s. I don't know all the people that are scheduled, but they're all amazing. And don't get caught up on the idea of who's going to be doing the presentation, because it's not about you. It's about your network. And your network is made up of women and men, younger people, older people, people from the United States, people outside the United States. Okay. So it's perfect. Welcome to Stuck Land. Okay. So if you want to get unstuck, invite people to presentations you're not doing, and then you'll get unstuck. But Skip, thank you for reminding the company that it's that simple. Okay. And then after they're on Tuesday night, you simply follow up. Maybe you get them on another presentation a Thursday or Friday to answer some questions. And then on this training next Saturday. And then from Saturday to Tuesday, you invite. And then from Tuesday to Saturday, you follow up. You guys see the cycle there? It's ITT. Okay. Just get people to Tuesday night. Tell them your story. Get them excited. And then let someone tell them the whole company and product story on Tuesday night. It's really, really, really that simple. The last thing I'm going to share with you guys is this, and I know I'm going way over 10 minutes. Holy smokes. Mike kind of touched on it a little bit, but here's what I like to tell everybody, because I think I go off into the weeds during the day thinking about things and how this thing works and why everybody's not a Pro 10. You want to know why everybody's not a Pro 10? It's real simple, because everybody is able to be a Pro 10. Everybody. Just not everybody's willing. Mike talked about oh goodness, I just forgot because I had it in my notes earlier, but it boils down to this. Are you willing to do what other people are not willing to do? And that's what he said. Because if you're brand new, in order to become a Pro 1, you have to be willing to do some things that a lot of people are not willing to do. In order to get to Pro 3, you have to be willing to do what the Pro 3s did to get to Pro 3. Just a few weeks ago, I'll tell you a quick story. We enrolled some folks out of Texas, and we were going through the overview, and there was a Q&A after, and I put up the income earning statement as a good distributor does so that you're compliant. And one of the guys, smart question. He's like, hey, I'm looking at that income earning statement, but let's talk about those percentages all the way to the right. How many people get to your rank? And the answer is not many. Like, not many people get to Master Pro 10, right? And I'm not saying that all of you need to join this company to be a Master Pro 10. I know here's a little insight. My wife and I never, ever, ever joined this company saying we are joining to be Master Pro 10s. In fact, that wasn't even like a goal of ours when we joined this company, right? We just fell in love and just kept doing the simple steps, and we became Pro 10s. But here was my answer to the gentleman that asked me that question. Number one is this: network marketing is like life, okay? Do you guys know, and I looked for the number again. You guys help me in the comments. That way, if it's wrong, it's your fault, not me. There's a percentage of people, and I think it's over 90%. There's a deal on realtors. So I know there's this deal. You go out and get a real estate license, and I'm pretty sure that less than 10% of people that get a real estate license ever sell one house. Do you guys know the statistic? It's high. It's over 90%. Don't make me put my glasses on because, I'm that vain that I want to put my glasses on. But listen, I know this. It's high. But if you go tell your friends, hey, I'm going to be a realtor, they'll high five you. They'll be, oh, that's awesome. And I've joined a network marketing company. They're like Scooby-Doo, like what? So guys, network marketing is no different than any other industry out there. There's more people that become freshmen in college than actually graduate or get through that year to sophomore. So there's more freshmen than sophomore in schools. There's more sophomore than juniors. There's more juniors than seniors. And there's more seniors than actually graduate. A lot of people just are not willing to do what other people do. That's just life. The question is that you? Because my wife and I are very average people. We just have above average desire. I didn't go to college. My wife didn't go to college. In fact, I told my teachers that I didn't know what I was going to do, but I didn't want to go to college. And they told me I was going to be basically a bum my whole life. I mean, literally I had teachers telling me I was going to amount to nothing. And so they didn't know my desire once I locked into something to get things done. And so that's all this is. The beauty of network marketing is it's the ultimate neutralizer. Our compensation plan doesn't care if you're male or female, what country you're from. It just cares your level of desire and if you're willing to do what other people are not willing to do, guys. And it boils down to sacrifice. When I see someone like Rachel on here as a Master Pro 10, you just have to have massive respect for people at the high ranks in this company, all ranks, but every rank in this company, you know what it amounts to? It's not how smart they are. It's their decision to sacrifice more of what they want to do to help people have what they want. When I see a Master Pro 10, I know that Rachel has made massive sacrifices. There's been a lot of Saturdays and a lot of Mondays at all hours of the day and night that she would rather be doing something else, but she was helping her team. So if you want to rank advance, it's time to put your team in front of you. If you want to take this to the next step, what you want doesn't matter. What matters is what your team wants. What matters is, are you willing to do what other people are not willing to do? Are you willing to put other people's interests in your team and this company ahead of your own? And if you do that long enough and sustain it consistently, not 1 month and then not do it the next month, so consistently, you're going to start having some amazing results. Guys, we are sitting on 2009 all over again. The reason we were able to come into this thing and kill it, to go to the ranks we did as fast as we did, is not because of our experience. It was because we came in when people were really looking. You see, when the economy's great, people are like, on the business, they'll buy the product. But when the economy starts to slide, people will join you as distributors, and we are about to enter another time where so many stories are going to be written of people that have never done network marketing, that come into network marketing and kill it. It's coming. It's here. Are you willing to do what other people are just simply not willing to do? That's the question. Stephen, with that, I'm willing. Ready? Back to you, buddy. Let's go tear this thing up.
Absolutely. I can vouch for sure. Brandon, Lynette, and that team, they are willing and ready. So without that, what more can we say to close this out? We had amazing science training from Dr. Rodarte. We had some success stories, so you know that this is tangible. 2 things. Reach, return, mentor, ITT. So until then, we got our opportunity webinar, Taking Control, on this coming Tuesday, and then following up next weekend with the same Success Mastery. So until then, we look forward to seeing you guys' success throughout this month. We look forward to just celebrating the whole month of May and June being the best months in LifeVantage. Until next time, love you guys, and we'll see you then.